everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer and today we're going to be doing a get ready with me with new luxury makeup. I've got some new things from Chanel, new things from Suku. I'm going to mix a couple of things in. I am going to do a full Chanel Le Blanc collection and swatches and all that good stuff, but today we're just going to mix a bunch of new things in. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. Hey everybody, so as I said, I do have the entire Chanel Le Blanc collection. If you saw up on Instagram, I did a little snippet of everything that came. I ordered the entire collection. I also did swatches of all the lip products, and I will do a dedicated video to that, which will have the eye quad and the 2 glow sticks and the liners and the nail polishes and the lipsticks and the whole thing, and lots of swatches to compare to. But that's gonna take me a little while to put together. So I thought today what we would do is do some of the products from Chanel from the Le Blanc collection, and then one of the new Sukus that I picked up, and a couple of other things. So we'll just sort of mix it up so you can see how these things all work together. So let's get started. I'm gonna use the Dior Air Flash. I have nothing on my face right now except for my watery oil. And I have said before, if you haven't watched my channel before, this is actually one of my favorite foundations. It looks so pretty on, but I don't love the spray. Now, Eileen from A Merch Beauty has told me just to spray it on my face. I feel like that would just go badly. I feel like if I did that, I would just like, I don't know, I feel like it would just go everywhere. So what I do is I spray it on my BK Beauty 101 brush and then like brush it in. That seems to work for me, so that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. One of these days, maybe I will try to just like directly spray it on my skin. I just feel like, I don't know, just feel like that's a recipe for disaster. I mean, obviously Eileen does it and I'm sure she does it perfectly. I don't think I have that skill maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so I do love the way the foundation looks. I have to say, I think it looks really good on my skin. It gives a really nice natural look and it's pretty flawless. I have it in shade 104. Maybe it is because it's a spray. Maybe that's why it looks like this. Maybe it's that airbrush kind of look. So maybe it has to be a spray. I don't know. But I continue to use it because I really like it. And I think it looks really nice. So if you're interested in it, even though the spray I find slightly annoying, to me it's worth it because I think the look it gives is phenomenal. So I'm going to be using the bronzer, the Dior Mineral Nude Bronze in 01. I've been using this a lot lately. I think partially because I've been going through and trying to rank my Dior quints. So I've been pulling them out to look at them and really put together a thoughtful review for all of you on how I really want to rank them. And in doing that, I've been kind of pairing them with the other Dior products to get like a feel of, you know, like what I like. And so maybe that's it. Maybe I've just been using so much Dior lately that I've been pulling this out. But anyway, I do like this bronzer. I think it looks really nice on. It gives a nice glow. It's light enough for me because I'm really pale, but it also, I think, could be built up, and of course there's different shades. I have the 01. Okay, let me do my brows really quick. I'm gonna use the Gucci brow pencil. Not a surprise. I also want to mention I picked up the rose prick pink packaging for the body heat. I know I mentioned that before, but I also got the To Die For lip. I have the pink packaging, the Casablanca lip. I also got the rose prick cushion foundation holder, and I got a new Tom Ford foundation that I haven't used before, and so I'm gonna try all of that in a video as well. And when I picked all those things up, I also got the new Tom Ford emotion proof, what are they calling it? I think it's eye base or eye primer. Here it is, emotion proof eye primer. And it comes in this little bottle. It's got this doe foot applicator. And And you know, I've been using it a little bit, and what I've done is just like put it on the eye. Now it looks really light when you first put it on, so you're like, well, if you're a deeper skin, would it work? But it then just disappears. Like there's no, it doesn't have a shade. It literally is not, I mean, there's nothing. And so far, so good. Like I actually like it. I don't usually use eye primers because my skin is so dry that it doesn't really make sense for me to use them. But I have noticed that my eyes are becoming even more sensitive. Now, I don't know if that's just because I'm getting older or it's because I'm doing a lot more makeup because I'm on camera all the time. Maybe that's it. I don't know. So maybe a barrier for my eye makeup is not a bad thing. So I've started trying some different primers. I have that one, and I have the, I forgot the name. Oh, the Air Atelier, the eye primer. And so I'm gonna be trying that one as well. So I'll let you guys know what I think of both of them. So in regards to new products, let's talk a little bit about the Chanel. So I picked up the two Balm Essentials, the multi-use glow sticks, and I picked up the clear one, which we'll talk about when I do the full Chanel Le Blanc collection. But today we're gonna do the Tannier. It's not right at all. So if you're familiar with these sticks, Chanel has had these for a while. I don't actually have any, so that's why I picked up both of them, because I figured, you know, I don't have any. Why not? Now they are very light. You can practically not even see that on me, I don't think. Yeah, okay. And that's the pinker one. So the clear one is gonna be, I think, pretty clear and sparkly. So I thought today what we could do is we could try this, put this down, see how this looks, and then if we need like a blush slash highlighter, we can do that. So let's put this down. And then I'm gonna use my fingers because I'm one of those people who prefers to do that when I use cream products. I know some people, like, you know, cannot stand to use their fingers. Kelly, I'm talking about you, with products. And I mean, I get that. I get a lot of people don't, you know, like it. So it's okay, but I prefer to do it. The warmth of my fingers and my skin, I just feel like I get better control too. So yeah, let's see how this works. Well, I think that creates a really nice glow. I don't think you can, let me see if you can like build it. I don't think you can, I don't think you're gonna get more color, pigment, maybe a little. What do you think? I think it makes a gorgeous highlighter glow. I think it's really pretty. I think if you're gonna use these though, remember I'm incredibly pale, I think you're probably gonna want a blush as well. So today I'll use a cream blush to kind of mix in with the cream glow. Okay, let's pull out one we haven't done in a while. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Glow in Color of Dreams. That's what it looks like. I will swatch it. And I think this will work well with the Glow Stick by Chanel. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So I don't know about the other Chanel Balm Essentials. Like I said, there's a couple of them. I don't know if any of them are like pigmented. So those of you who have it, let me know what you think. Okay, so nice flush to the skin, definitely a nice highlight. We'll let that sit because I don't know if it'll sink into my skin or if that's something that we're gonna wanna put powder on. At this point, it's a little too early to tell because my skin tends to eat up any type of hydration pretty quickly. All right, so I thought for eyes, we would do one of the new Suqqu palettes. And the one that I thought we would do today is different than what I usually pick up, which is why I thought we'd go into it. And this is the 01. This has more of like a cool toned, not pink necessarily, but it's probably the pinkest one of the palettes. And I did end up picking up all 7, and I am gonna do like a swatch of each one for you guys so you can see in comparison what they're all like. Lexi Zhong, I think, has already done that. I think her video might have gone up the other day, and she has them all as well. So head on over to her channel and you can see all the fabulousness of Suku. I really do like their line, guys. I mean, I've said it before. I think they're good quality. I think they're kind of foolproof. I'm very impressed. So that's the color story. We won't do a super complicated look today, but you can see these are available on Selfridges and Cult Beauty, I believe. The one that sold out, we're gonna go into the pinky matte shade. The one that sold out is the 101, which I think is the limited edition one, although they might all be part of the collection. When they say limited edition, maybe it's just not available at all places. I saw the 101 available at Selfridges, and I saw it at Harrods, I think. Harrods? I think so. I didn't see it on Cult Beauty. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys have seen the 101, let me know, because I know it's sold out in practically, I mean, all the places I saw, it was sold out. I did a video on the 101 the other day. It's a very unique color story, and to be frank, I only bought it because I heard it was limited edition, and I know how the Suku collections have worked in the past, and the limited edition shades sell out like immediately. So I bought it because I knew it would sell out, and I didn't want to miss out on it if it did. It wasn't because the color story just overwhelmed. But I am so glad I did get it, because I actually really like the color story and find that it is really different, and it looks really nice on the eye, and it's not a combination I would have come up with, and not a combination that I have in my collection, really. So yeah, I'm happy I got it. So if you see it anywhere, let me know. I'll make sure everyone else knows, so those of you who want to pick it up can do so. So this shade is like a pinky mauve-y shade. For me, it's perfect for a transition shade for obvious reasons. Looks like my skin. We'll go in with the Sonia G Mini Booster. In that, let's use this browner satiny shade. We'll go on the outer corner and then into the crease, but like lower. We won't go as high with this shade. That's really pretty. It's a really pretty brownie pink. This actually reminds me a little of the Wild Brown Dior that I just did. That was a surprise. I'm going with the 03. That was actually a surprising quint, because it looks so bright to me in the palette. It looked in the pan. It looked really warm toned, and I was kind of like, huh, this is interesting for spring. But on the eye, it definitely had more of a cool toned look. So if you were looking for more of, you know, a cool toned, like I compared it to Mitza, and I said, I'm just going back over the shades. If I compared it to Mitza and said, you know, if you liked Mitza but you wanted a warmer color story, that was your story. So it actually, thus far, actually looks kind of similar to that. It's interesting. I always find that collections tend to, across like lines like Dior, Tom Ford, whatever, they do have similarities in color stories in collections, like certain times a year. It's kind of interesting. I just got the new Pat McGrath as well, and so I know that's going to be a pinker color story, but I'm really looking forward to trying that. You know, Pat McGrath always has amazing color stories. So FO6, we'll go into this, what I guess is kind of mushroom shade. put it on the eye here. Yeah, I'll be honest, like I am not a Pat McGrath collector like some folks. Like I don't have every quad palette, whatever that she's come out with. But everything she does is always great. I mean, even if I'm not a huge fan of the color story, her pigments are always amazing. Her curation is always amazing. It's a reason she's Pat McGrath. I mean, not a surprise. Okay, so we're gonna take the flat definer brush, Sonia G, and we're gonna go into the lightest shade. I'm gonna put that in the inner third of my eye here, including kind of the inner corner. Yeah, it made sense when I was thinking it, but you know what I'm trying to say. And then I am gonna put it over with my finger, the other shade on my eye. But I wanna intensify it here. That's very sparkly actually for Suku. Suku isn't necessarily like a sparkly line. I mean, they have some sparkle to their shades, but they're more elegant, less, you know, I don't want to say sparkle's not elegant. Sparkle can be elegant. I just mean it's, you know, I've said this a million times, as I'm sure you're annoyed of it, but like watercolor kind of thing. It's just more diffused is the best way to say it. All right, let's go back in with the 03 and just buff that out a little bit. Just on the upper part, make sure the eyes are, my eyes aren't perfectly symmetrical. I don't know anybody's who are, so you know, there's always a little bit of a difference, but okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Let me show you what that looks like up close. Really pretty. More of a purpley pink, but really nice. I think this would be perfect for like a Valentine's Day look. All right, so we do have two new of the Le Blancs. We have Burgundy Pearl and Beige Pearl. These are the Stylo Ombre eyeshadow liner pencils. I don't know if you guys, I think I've used these on the channel before, but maybe not. You know I love the waterproof ones, the Stilo, I can't remember the names of them, but anyway, so I use those all the time, but these are beautiful. So this is the Burgundy, which I think is what I'm gonna use, but let's take a look. And then this is Beige Pearl. So yeah, Burgundy, Beige Pearl. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the Burgundy. I think it'll be pretty. I might even line my lips with it to see how that works. We'll see. I think it'll be pretty. I think you could also, you know what else I think you could use the Burgundy? I wonder if I just like put a little bit there. You know, you find when you like play with makeup, there are so many multiple uses for things. If you're willing to just, you know, think outside the box a little bit. See, it just added a little bit of color. Really pretty. Anyway, so I'm gonna use this to do lower, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the outer corner. These are incredibly soft when they go on. They are kohl liners, and so you can smudge these out, which I'm gonna do so easily. Another thing you can do with these, which I've done multiple times, I'm gonna take the Rephr 03 brush, looks like this. It's not dirty, just hasn't been washed. You can put these on and then use them as like a base. So what I mean by that is you put them on your eyelid and you just like smudge them on your eye, and then you take a finger or a brush and you can smudge them out. And you can either use it as like a complete eyeshadow look, like all over your eye, or even, you know, with addition to something else. Or you can use it as like a base to intensify the eyeshadow that you put on top of it. These are great. I love kohl liners for, you know, lots of things, but the Chanel ones especially are awesome. And so I always get these if I can pick them up. So I'm very excited to have this. This is a really pretty color. Not a shade that I normally would go with, but I really like it. That looks nice. Yeah, I think you could do this on the lips too. I'm gonna save that though, because today I do wanna use one of the lip colors that came. I think it's gonna be a color that I'm really gonna enjoy. So let me put some mascara on. I will use the Chanel mascara. We'll come back and try the lipstick. So we're back. We've got the Chanel mascara on, and I really have to say, I love this look. This is again, the Suku 01. It's Mitsuhana. Hopefully I'm close. I have the Style Ombre liner on in burgundy. I put a little bit on the cheek as well, just a tiny bit amount. In addition, I of course have the Pillow Talk Color of Dreams cheek product, and I have on the Printanier Balm Essential Stick as the highlight here, which I think is just beautiful actually. I think it's a very subtle glow, but I really like it for me, for dry skin especially. I don't have any of the other Balm Essentials, so I'm really glad I picked these two up. I don't feel like I'm gonna need to pick up more after this unless I find out that some are really more pigmented, because I think they have a similar, like they're very light. So I think if you have like a neutral one, like the white one, and then this one, which is more of that pink, I think you're good. But I don't know that for sure, so I'll refrain from saying anything until I check that out. I have the Emotion Proof eye primer from Tom Ford, which I'm really liking. I think it works really well. It doesn't lay down any color, it doesn't seem to interfere, and it doesn't seem to irritate my eyes, which is like the biggest thing. So for lips, let's go in. There was a bunch of lip products if you saw my swatch on Instagram. There were, so there's one Luminous Intense lip color, Rouge Allure, which is this one. This is in Profondeur, something like that. There are two Rouge Cocoa Flashes, and there are two Cocoa lipsticks. I think that's right. So there's 5. So today we're gonna use the Rouge Allure. This is the Luminous Intense lip color in 192 Profund something. And I did the swatches, and actually I really like all of them. I was really surprised because I do like all of them. And in fact, there's one Rouge Cocoa Flash, which I bought because I wanted to just get this entire collection, and I didn't think I was gonna like, and I actually think it might end up being my favorite. But anyway, we'll get to that later. So let's go ahead and try this on. I just think that is a beautiful shade. It's red, but it's not. Like, it has like a brown undertone almost, which I love. I mean, I know that's not everybody. I saw Just Glow Firefly, Jen from Just Glow Firefly also has this shade, and it looks stunning on her. Of course, everything looks stunning on her, but so I like, I've seen a couple of people who have worn it, and I just think it's a really good shade. I think it will work on most skin tones. I think it'll work on a light skin tone like mine. I think it'll work on a deeper skin tone. I just think it's got pigment. It's a pretty shade that's kind of almost, I don't want to say a neutral red, but it's not so deep that people who don't like red lipsticks won't wear it, but it's got enough pigment and enough color to it that if you have a deeper skin tone, it's going to show up. So I really like this shade. I think it's really pretty. I like this formula as well. So it was a win-win. So overall, guys, this was a fun get ready with me. I'm really loving the new products that I've picked up. The Suku, as I said, all of them have been beautiful. It is more of like a wash of color, but for most days, that's what I'm looking for, especially when we go back to offices or traveling, something. That is like perfect for me because it's a wash, but it's still pretty and it has different shades. So it's neutral without being boring. So I really like them. The Stylo Ombres are great coal liners. I just think they're beautiful and they smudge out perfectly and then they stay on. The burgundy is really pretty. I can't wait to try the beige. The lipstick, I just said, absolutely love it. So that's exciting. And the Balm Essentials, you know, I'll let you know if it's still a little tacky, but believe it or not, even though it looks really shiny, it's actually started to sink in pretty well. And I didn't want to put powder on over it because I wanted you guys to see kind of what it would look like on somebody who has very dry skin. If you're very oily, I don't know if you'll like that product. I have friends who have very oily skin and they hate looking shiny. Like they hate it. So they don't use products like that. They like, you know, powders. When they put on blush or highlighter, it's always a powder. They don't like the idea of having, like, you know, looking at all shiny. I never get shiny, like practically ever. So to me, I kind of like it because it's like, oh, my skin looks dewy, you know? But again, that's a preference thing. So that just depends on what you like. But overall, I think it's great. So I'm excited to pick them up. Yeah, this is fun. I think this is going to be like the end of the new releases that I've picked up. I'm going to be using them all through February. There's still a ton to get through. But if there is something else that you think of that you really would like to see, I know some people have been picking up, I think it's Merit, of course, Auric. There's a whole bunch. If there is something really like pressing, let me know in the comments below. I'll certainly take a look at it. But otherwise, I'm going to be playing around with the Dior's, the Tom Fords, the Chanel's, the Sukus, and mixing them all together, doing swatches, doing comparisons for the rest of the month, so you guys get a better, you know, feel for all these new releases that have come out in the last, 3 or 4 weeks. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon.